everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. You know, sometimes you sit around and you think, oh, I've really got it all figured out. I got a good handle on this, and I have a good game plan going forward. And I really like the way blah 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 blah. And you get all up on your high horse and you feel all high and mighty, as my dad used to tell me. And then all of a sudden something hits you like, I am an idiot. I'm just an idiot, you know. So I've been waiting for 1.16.2 to come out for some time to make my squid farm, and because I've been thinking like, well, I want to find out if they're going to spawn in bubble columns, blah blah blah, and you know, if I do, I want to fill in this river. And I dug out this big area over in that jungle that you know, we could you know, use to have ink and a manual squid farm that doesn't really work at all, really. And then there's this thing up here. I thought, oh man, I'll have to build a second mountain, blah blah blah. Guys, what? There's a river right here just outside of where this mountain is going to be. So all I would have to do is extend this mountain just a wee little bit more, and it's not even done yet. So it would be like no wasted time and no wasted resources. And then I could totally have a squid farm way up here at like Y, I don't even know what this is, like Y1 or probably Y220 or something like that. Why? Look how wide this river is. I could put it right here. I could just go like here, check it out. Let's just, I can't do it because there's snow. Hold on a second. I can't do the bedrock thing. Here, I could just put a squid farm like right over here and extend this mountain just ever so slightly over. And then what we would do is we would just make this river go through like a cave, which could be a cool look in itself. Here, look, we're almost over the river already. Like, look, just check it out. It could go right here. It could go right here, and then no matter what they do with the squid update, and unless they make a squid only be able to spawn at like Y64 or lower like it is in Java, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, here, I'm right at the edge of the river, so I could just go out, I don't know, what, 20 blocks or so and 15 blocks or so that way, and I think squid will just spawn like crazy, and that's not really going to fundamentally change the shape of my mountain. Let's go down here and take a quick little look. Yeah, I mean, look at the mountain. It would just minorly change the shape, and it's not even a big deal at all. Like, who cares? I could even, if I wanted to do an overhang, I could even keep the base where it is, but I think I'd rather just sort of flat, you know, just extend it out, just come out from the peak out a little bit more and come down. It'd be great, and I wouldn't have to build this entire second mountain. So I think that's the way we're going to go. I don't know how I didn't think of that before. Regardless of that, ignore my allergies again. I can't breathe yet again. Yet another night. Every night I can't breathe. It's quite the life I'm living right now. It's pretty rough. Anyway, so we have these beautiful Blackstone roads, which I just love. The episode that I did these roads has not come out yet, so I'm very looking forward to seeing your comments on it. And it's like, aha, you ruined your entire kingdom. Or, hey, you know what? Actually, I thought I would hate it, but it's actually kind of nice. I kind of like it, and I do think it's going to need some texture variation. I'm not sure which route I want to go, but probably I want to go black concrete powder or black terracotta. Either way, I need black ink to make that happen. So thus, that brings us back to that little extension up there. That's the squid farm. But let's walk up here and just get an organic feel of what is going on with the castle today. What I would like to do probably today is lay out maybe the roads up here in the castle, a few different places down here and up there, because I think that's going to allow me to start plugging in maybe some houses whenever I am so inclined to do some houses up here. Or if I wanted to, I could just work on the palace and then know exactly where the roads are and how we're going to get up here. So I'd like to lay out the roads and get kind of all set up to expand this area fairly largely, and yeah, it looks really cool. It looks really cool. I really like it. And yeah, there's still no way up. That's gonna be a big terraforming project, and I'll be honest, I've done a few terraforming projects here very recently. I'm not really feeling like doing another one right now. Eventually we'll get to it, but as of right now, yeah, not so much. So here's what we're gonna do. I need to go blackstone farming. I'm pretty close to out, so I can extend these roads up here. I'm gonna do a kind of swirly thing. I think we're gonna go over this way, we're gonna go around and then over there and then just stop. It's just gonna be a one road type of thing, maybe with an extension to get into the storage building. and then we'll work out maybe a way to get up there secondarily. All right, let's see how it feels here. We'll just turn around and take a look. I think it feels pretty nice, pretty organic. You know, we could have a couple little things here, maybe a house here. It's kind of small. Definitely a couple houses there, over here. Yeah, lots over here. Maybe a little park. Yeah, that'd be nice too. So I think this is really nice. I think it's good, man. I'm so glad that I decided to go with something that has slabs. I think that you know, so I don't have to use one kind of thing for slabs and one kind of thing for the main block. I really think it's a really nice change. Yeah, this looks really great. I really think it's good. Okay, so the next thing I want to look at today is I want to take a look at kind of the lower portion of town. And while I'm in a bit of a road building mood, and I've actually been farming blackstone for a good little while, so I have some kind of saved up and probably enough to lay out some more roads. So let's take a quick little look here at the city and see. So I have some dead spots here and a really little one there. That could even turn out to be just like a little farm or something. And, you know, along the river, not really room. I got to deal with this cliff soon. Definitely. I want this cliff to be primarily stone and not dirt and not grass, I think looking like that with some dirt, actually looking like, well, you can't see it. Let's see that little edge over there. Looking like that is going to be a lot better, I think. A lot of nature and stuff, but primarily stone. I think that'll look really nice. A couple of dead spots there, but then that's going to be pretty much it until we get to over here. And this is where the next kind of portion of this city is going to develop, is probably right about here. So I think what we could do is we could actually take this opportunity with all the blackstone and lay out a road that's going to lead us to the mountain. That's right. So if we go right here, we're going to go right along here, somewhere around here, allowing enough room for lots and lots of houses, and kind of, you know, kind of S-shape it, maybe kind of get over to about here. Yeah, I think that'd look really nice, and I think that's probably the next thing we should do. Okay, well, let's do that then. Yeah, this is quite nice. So now we have another little road that's going to basically lay out an opportunity for more houses. I think should be really nice. It goes right around the storage barn, enough room for a height place there. And over here, I may eventually work out something that goes, down in this cave, but I'm not 100% sure what I want this to be yet, so I'm going to wait on that. No point in putting down something that eventually may get changed out. This area over here also is going to need some sort of wall, but I got to wait on that wall until I decide what I want to do with this little sort of generated mountain thing here. It's kind of gross. I'm not really sure, you know, before I built the custom platform up there for the palace, I was going to put the palace up here, but now I'm not really totally sure what to do with it. So yeah, we're just going to think this out. I think I'm going to do something here. I just don't really know for sure what, but I had a ton of sleep. Let's take a look at what I decided to do up here. For one thing, I started the process of kind of making this a little bit better. This is going to take some time, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of a hole. And you know what I'm thinking? Honestly, what I'm thinking is make it kind of like a magic portal or something that could look really cool. I don't know exactly yet, but something I'm thinking about anyway is doing something sort of magical. But up here, this is going to be the way into the actual keep, because I think it could be a kind of cool thing. I think it's fairly nicely defensible for the most part, and where you'd have to get through a bunch of different parts of the castle to get up to here, and then you turn around and you come this way, all while taking fire, you know, from the archers and all that kind of stuff. You get up here, and then you turn, and then you finally be at, I guess, what I would call kind of the main gates. So what I think we should do is let's make a whole bunch of stone brick. It's a little easier to see if you do it that way. And I'm not going to go symmetrical at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a big door right about here and here. Okay, that'll be the big doorway. Something like, I don't know, like maybe, I mean, it won't be square, but just so we know it's a doorway, something like this. I think that could be a really imposing thing, kind of looking down on the cliff. Let's see if this scale is right. Okay, so we'll go, oh wow, okay, it's pretty big. All right, let's see how this feels from down here. Can you look up there? Could you imagine that being a doorway to the keep? Oh yeah, I could. I could, like, we could either go up vertical door or we could go like a door that pretends like it swings open. I think that could, either one of those could work. I'll tell you what I've been thinking about doing is I've been thinking about using structure blocks in this world to make gates and doorways and things like that move. I'm thinking about it. You know, I realize that that's like a creative thing and you have to do in creative mode and stuff, but you know, I mean, if it's just that, I still think it's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm thinking it through. So, okay, so if we go up this direction, I know I just put a stone brick there. I saw that. So then what we'll do is then we'll come back. Let's say this part's going to be symmetrical, and then after that it won't be anymore. So this is going to be basically one big building with I think a courtyard in the middle is going to be the basic plan. So let's go back. Let's go in one and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Okay, that'll be a good size, I think, for the walkway in. Not there. Try that again. 1, no. Oh man, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's cool. And then we're gonna do this double gate situation right here. Okay, so this will be double. And how high up is it? About, wow, did I nail it? Did I nail it? I think I did. Holy cow, I did. Okay, cool. All right, so let's work this out. And then the double gate system is really good because you can have a lot of defenses here in between where there's like a door here and a door here and like murder holes up above, archer holes on the side. So any invading army is going to be struck down even more so if they get this far into the actual like keep proper, right? And I'll tell you, thanks Windows. I'll tell you another thing I'm thinking is I'm thinking about maybe extending this up here again. I don't know. I'm still not sure really what to do with this area. So, and we'll get to it. Okay. So then the next little bit of the plan is going to be we're going to come in one and then maybe come in another one. Okay, and then this will be the walkway. The reason why I want to do this is so I can have the old double wall trick. So if I want one set of walls to be one thing and then another set of walls to be another thing, then they can be. Okay, now from this point on, it's not going to be asymmetrical anymore. So from this point on, now we are cool. So this will be, say, like let's make this a hallway. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide hallway, something like this, and then here we'll do also a 5 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's not too bad. Now I'll admit that doesn't leave a lot of room for a courtyard. So I think the courtyard might not be centered. The courtyard might be actually over there. So what I'd like to do is then put another hallway right here, and this is going to be a long hallway coming right along here where we can do probably some rooms and maybe like bedrooms and things like that on the first floor down here. And then, you know, again, this will have like probably 4 or 5 or 6 floors even, really. So then let's over here, let's do a tower. Let's do, I don't even want to really count it out, to be honest. Let's just do a tower that's, well, actually, no, I lied. I want it to be square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? Yeah, that's 8. Let's make it 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's make it 9 by 9. Cool. Let me lay out the rest of this area here because I think we're getting into where it's a little bit boring. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about like the whole layout of the actual castle keep. Okay, I think I have a first floor footprint kind of worked out here. So let's take you through it very step by step here. So you're going to walk up this area. You come in these giant big doors right now, and you're going to be met by a hallway. Now, my thinking is here, you'd be met by a hallway, not like the throne room, right? I mean, you would want the throne room to be the hardest part to get to, right? So you're walking this big hallway, and I'm thinking here we'll have a lot of like tables, decorations. It'll be very grand, very tall, probably quite tall, right? Then over in this little area, the hallway kind of turns and it goes around here again, thinking a lot about defenses and about all these little turns that are going to make storming the castle a lot more difficult. And then you're going to come in here, you're going to turn, and this is going to be the ballroom. It's going to be a nice big circular ballroom, not quite as big as I had hoped, honestly, but we're out of room, so it is what it is. This will be a lot of windows. This will be a place where all of the highfalutin guests can gather and strut their stuff and all that kind of stuff. Here, maybe, I don't know, a room of some sort. I'm not sure what exactly. This is going to be a courtyard out here. So this will actually be going out into the open air. We'll have like maybe a little flower garden. I think bringing some greenery would really help. Here, a little, maybe a servant's room, something like that. And here again, turning, lots of turns into the main hallway again. And these are, you can access these from this side hallway here. These are just going to be probably like guest bedrooms or something like that. This will be like a closet, little closet here, little closet over there. Try to factor in some storage right away. There will be more storage once we subdivide rooms up as well. Room here, you know, like for whatever purpose, little room over here as well. This could even actually end up being a little storage room as well. Little storage room here and a tower here. This room at the end, this is going to be the grand dining hall, right? And again, I would say not quite as big as I had hoped, but it's okay. Now, unfortunately, the view on this is also not quite as good, so we're going to have this probably be solid wall because it's looking, well, it's looking right at a cliff. So we'll probably have some windows over here, some windows over there, but not over on this side. So then we're just going to do like an arched sort of roof here. I think that'll work out really nicely. I spent a lot of time really hemming and hawing and trying to really figure out a good floor plan so that this will really seem like it works. This is the only stairs up, again, trying to bottleneck invaders. I don't know if that is how they would do it or not, but that's my idea anyway. And I'm thinking here we're going to go fairly tall. So I'm thinking like here maybe something like, you know what? Well, let's just make it even with that. Let's just make it even with the grand gates, right? I mean, why not? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So this will be this will actually be the roof for the second floor, and then the floor will be one block taller because I'm gonna do double floored, double roof and floor parts here. That way the ceiling can be one color and the floor can be a second color and doesn't have to depend on it. It only takes us one extra block and it's well worth the time put in. Okay, let's go sleep. Who's ready for some big changes? Say me. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been hanging out with my 2-year-old a lot, and that's how we get him to do just about everything. And it works every time. Like eat your broccoli. No, eat your broccoli. Who wants to eat your broccoli? Me. And he eats it. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. And I think it's starting to look good, starting to shape up. It's starting to look like a freaking castle. And I really, really, really like just the general shape and the sort of the ideas. Excuse me, I'm dying. That's exactly what I get for eating a barbecue chip right before I start recording. Anyway, I shouldn't be eating barbecue chips. Anyway, I gotta get back on the exercise regimen. It's been not so steady recently for the last year or 3. Okay. Oh, I just missed. All right. So here is the basic outline, and I think it's really nice. I think it's really nice. I really like it. I think it's good. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap up today's episode here because I've been on this grind for quite some time. And I find in big builds like this, if you do too much of it all at once, it's easy to kind of get your vision blurred. Do you know what I'm saying about that? Like, if you grind on an artistic thing. Now, if I'm grinding like digging a hole or you know, building simple houses or something like that, whatever, that's fine. But if you're grinding something that, you know, has to have a certain look and a certain aesthetic to it, then I think that sometimes you need to step away for a few minutes, you know, and come back. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap up this episode now, and I'm gonna log out of Minecraft for a day. And then I'm gonna come back maybe like tomorrow or the next day and just sort of see this with fresh eyes. But I mean, I like it. I'm not poo-pooing it. So here's the basic feel. I mean, it has a grand feel for sure for just the first floor of probably a 3 to 4 floor keep, right? So you walk in, huge doors here, probably like a gate here and then doors there or something. I don't know. So then you walk in here, it's gonna get quite dark because I have no torches here. And you have a choice. You can go this way or that way. And if you go over here, I have a couple room ideas lined up. That's to get up to the second floor. That's the only way to get up to the second floor. So it's going to be a nice funnel point for vicious invaders and so forth. Do I have? No, I don't have no torches. Little closets and things like that around here. This is going to be, like I said, this is going to be the ballroom. And I'm thinking this is going to be a dome ceiling, I think. Like maybe a glass dome ceiling so you can get some natural light in here. I think that could be kind of cool. If you go out the other way, it's going to be a courtyard. Like maybe the king might want to welcome guests or, you know, take a stroll out here or something like that in the keep courtyard. Little places like back in here, again, little closets, little rooms I worked out. Here it's quite dark. It could be, I don't know, kitchen maybe or something like that. Maybe quarters. I don't feel that there's going to be a lot of quarters outside of the royal quarters here because honestly, it's just, oh, geez, okay. It's just not that big. You know, it's not quite big enough to have tons and tons of bedrooms. It feels large, but I think once we get things really rolling in here, it's gonna not feel as big. And I think what we're gonna do, I had this area I had set up to I was gonna do like sort of make the walkway go around, but then I decided I think I'm gonna make this like a sitting room or something like that out here, and then you're gonna walk in here, and this is gonna be the grand dining room with sort of a sloped roof. So I have some visions for what we're doing here, and then you can walk around. You can actually walk around the this is the other way. Yeah, the whole thing makes a loop. It makes a circle, so that way it's easy to sort of get wherever you want to get. You don't have to always backtrack all the way around. And then once you get up here, there's a few things. So this is going to be, that's going to be a little roof right there. I think what we'll do is we'll end up putting a bit of an overhang here. I'm kind of waiting to get some stone stairs or something so I can make it a little bit smoother. And yeah, and so we got a few towers just to sort of tease the height and get some ideas here. This one I don't think is going to be that tall, although maybe it will. I just don't know yet. This is going to be a really big tower probably, because this will probably be the biggest tower actually. So this tower will just keep going up. Maybe this will be the king's quarters actually. I think that would make probably the most sense. A little tower started here. I ran out of stone. I couldn't do much more. And I think this is going to be the throne room. Man, I wish it wasn't night right. Hey, you know what? If you're curious to how long a Minecraft day is, if you don't know, it's exactly as long as it takes me to fill my inventory with stone, put away all the granite and diorite and crap like that, and then use that inventory worth. That's about exactly how long it takes me to do. I can do all that in about 10 minutes. So over here, this is going to be the throne room, and I'm thinking the throne is going to be right here. Again, honestly, not quite as grand as I had hoped. I wanted it to be a little bigger. I underestimated. So look, here's the thing. I think I underestimated the size on this quite a bit. So that means what we're going to do is we're going to fill out this one. Okay, we're going to fill out this keep as is, and then eventually maybe we're going to expand over to this little mountain over here and just keep it going, because there's a lot of stuff I want to add that I just don't have the room for. So this is going to be like kind of the king's keep, and then maybe we'll have other buildings like there, and I know I definitely want to do some over there. Down here is going to be normal houses and things like that, kind of the rich people. So yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a good place to leave off. I think we will leave off right there. I'll see you all next episode from Bedrock Survival. Leave a like if you don't mind, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of the castle and any ideas and any suggestions on what to do with our sort of size limitations. I love to hear it. Okay, bye everybody.